hello, welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, thank you to everybody on the Dare to Ask who's viewing it. Absolutely amazing, thank you very much. I really do enjoy doing them. There's such a different variety of questions that you put in there, and I feel like sometimes it's a challenge for me, you know, but I love a challenge. So I hope you get to go on and have a look on them, because they do give future predictions on those questions as well. You can see what kind of questions have been asked by going back to the last Dare to Ask Open series, and in the comments there's all the questions there, and you will see that most have love arts, and you'll see where I'm up to, okay, but we're not finished yet. So today we're going to look at Meghan Markle. We haven't done a royal video. Well, I say royal, they're not royal, are they? But royal pain in the ass. But we're going to look into how she felt going through the surrogacy route, you know, so from her point of view, her feelings as well. So it's a kind of a different spin on things. Let's get started. How did Meghan feel when she knew she couldn't give Harry children? She knew her future depended on her having children as well. It caused such despair, ruin, and it affected everybody else as well. So Harry thought she could have children. She knew she couldn't, and this was one part of the bargain that she wasn't able to fulfill. And it caused her an awful lot of, I would say, pain. Not easy, is it, going into a relationship with somebody, making out you can have kids and they know that that's all you want, you know, a nice family of your own. And going in there and knowing you can't give them it, and then having to come up with all these excuses and stories why you can't have it. It would hurt, it would do your head in, and it would make you feel in despair as well. What lies did she tell Harry about not being able to conceive? She lied all the way through. Lied about being pregnant in the first place. Lied about how dangerous it was, and that she needed a surrogate. Lied again afterwards, saying that she, you know, had a miscarriage. And then lied again, you know, on how to get Lily. She knew if she couldn't give him a child, that she was gone. And so this is before the wedding. What was Meghan's excuse to Harry about needing a surrogate? If this woman could have had kids herself, she would have. What lies did she tell Harry to use a surrogate? More lies. Anxiety. Exaggerating of truth. She'd already had 2 fake miscarriages. I know we got a surrogate in between them, but she's lied all the way through. Harry was never there, you know, to see a doctor or anything. Did Meghan say a first child was, miscarriage was ectopic? No, what it was she didn't have time on her side, so Harry was getting suspicious. Did Harry ever hear a doctor say, oh, Meghan can't carry a child? No, he never. Because it was all Meghan. Meghan and her mother. Meghan and her mother. Meghan's mother went to, said she's gone to appointments with Meghan. We all know that's not true. And don't forget how influential Dory was at that time as well. So it was Dory as well, influencing Harry. How did Doria feel about Meghan telling Harry she's had miscarriages? Well, she was worried that Harry wanted to speak to a professional here. She had to get involved. She had to get involved. If Harry had known at the beginning that Meghan couldn't have children, would he have stayed with her? That's an absolute no. Because the way she hooked him was she was pregnant. Well, I'm getting it didn't happen that way. I get it. She told him, she told him she was pregnant to get that ring on her finger. And he wasn't aware of any of the facts at all. But she was never pregnant to begin with. Okay, so what was Meghan's excuse then for looking at a surrogate? How did she convince Harry that they needed a surrogate? Well, the first one had been unsuccessful. You know, she'd obviously miscarried. She couldn't go through with that anymore, but she still wanted to give him a child. And she wasn't, you know, willing to drop that. Being unable to carry, being unable to fulfill a child to term. I never saw a doctor. It was Dr. Doria. How did Harry feel about not seeing any doctors regarding Meghan's pregnancies? Well, she would get angry with him, so she wouldn't speak to him. She'd cause a row, wouldn't speak to him, and then say, I've gone on my own. She'd tell him the appointment was at 3 o'clock when really it's at 11 o'clock. She would make sure that he can't be there. Okay, so how did Meghan feel about choosing a surrogate? I think she got Harry to look into it. She convinced him. How did Harry feel about being suggested, you know, to use a surrogate? He felt, you know, he didn't want to do that. It was his worst bloody nightmare. He didn't want to go ahead with it, but felt he had no choice. You know, he's listening to this woman who's clearly done a number on him. He felt he had no choice. But why did he go ahead then with Meghan? To make her happy. Yeah, look at that, you know, Meghan's wishes. Meghan's wishes. Well, you know, the Nine of Cups is a real good card to have. But you must always remember what you wish for at first. Comes with a double-edged sword. It's, you know, it's akin to saying what I like about you is also what I'm going to despise about you. How did they recruit a surrogate? How did they do it? I'm getting social media. How did they do it? I'm looking on social media. Now, somebody asked me a question on the Dare to Ask a week or two ago about a woman. I'll have a look and I'll just check. Right, I've looked, but I can't find it. It was on a Dare to Ask video, so I'm just going to take it that the universe says don't bother reading on that one just yet. So I'm getting online drama and social media. How did they recruit? So there was a load of drama about it. Did Meghan and Harry select a surrogate? Going on the internet? False and damaging accusations. False and damaging accusations. False, false, false. Someone tried to get out of it. Is this the fertility clinic that they're on about? Well, they was in support originally. Did this fertility question? Sorry, it's alright, my other phone flashed up. It's somebody offering support, Did this clinic, who specialises in surrogacy, why am I getting Birkenhead? Was Birkenhead in this? Did Meghan use Birkenhead? No. Did Meghan use the doctor and who's since done a runner? Did they go through them as a surrogacy? Yeah, because this guy, it was the husband, this guy knew what he was doing. Okay, so we know where. How did Meghan feel when she met the surrogate? Worried. came across all upset, you know. She's had so many miscarriages and this, that and the other. It's her dream. Did Meghan use her own eggs? Yes. Such despair. Just sob story. Did Meghan tell the surrogate that she'd had, you know, miscarriages before? Yeah. Absolutely. She's saying she lost her... She's saying her first miscarriage was 6 months before. 6 months before they went to a surrogate. Well, that makes right, doesn't it? Just after the wedding. She's so many months pregnant beforehand. That's how she gets the ring on her finger. It was quite a short engagement, that's for sure. How did the surrogate feel about Meghan? She really liked her. Really liked her. You know, thought she was a nice person and that she was doing some good. She liked her. Well, let's get to month 2 then. How was Meghan's relationship with the surrogate in month 2? That's when she starts taking over, because then she's learned in 8 weeks that this lady is pregnant. So 8 weeks, 2 months, and now she starts taking charge. What you eat, what you drink, where you go, who you see, you got to be kept out the way. Got to keep this hidden. How did the surrogate feel about Meghan trying to take charge? Yeah. She's unrealised. 8 weeks and she wants to get out of this. She wishes she could forget about it all and extricate herself from a damaging situation. She knew the next few months was going to be hell. And she wanted a break, you know, a break from Meghan for a while. How did Harry feel about Meghan taking over? Meghan wouldn't, you know, Meghan wouldn't see that point of view at all. Okay, so Harry's tried pointing it out at this point, you know, probably had a conversation with the surrogate, knowing that the surrogate's just had enough, you know, and it doesn't really want to be put through this for the next few months. So it really has drastically changed between getting this lady to agree to be a surrogate, to getting the eggs in, to having it confirmed that she's pregnant, and then all of a sudden it changes. Come on then, month 3. What's you know, Meghan's point of view? How does she see the surrogate in month 3? Oh, she's actually visited her. She's visited her, okay. And she's had to go on a plane. It's long distance, this. So maybe she was in the States. This is before Archies. So this surrogate is in the UK. Or is she? Actually. Was the surrogate of Meghans in the UK? No. Was she in Scotland? No. Okay, give me a clue. Let me see an image. Where was she? Show me the image. Father ones. Show me the image. I've got people battling. A battle. It'll come clearer. And that looks to me like COVID. Okay, so Megan's going to see her. How did the surrogate feel about that? Yeah, I didn't like that at all, did she? How did she feel about that? Well, that she's... I think she's actually found out something to do with Megan's past. Okay, let me know. Find. I think this is to do with Megan thinking that other people know. Is that right? Did this surrogate have to contend with Megan paranoid that people knew? Yes. Absolutely. Fear. Fear, fear, fear. Did Megan say to the surrogate, if anyone finds out this is over? No. Did the surrogate find out something in the past regarding this doctor and his missus that specialise in fertility and surrogacy? No. She quite simply realised, you know, she'd been her gut feeling was right all along. Megan was going to be a pain in the ass, a nightmare. What did this surrogate find out in the past? I think it's the fertility clinic, you know, that had closed down. So it's like she's the only one left. How did the surrogate feel when this clinic was shut down? Well, I think she was fearing, you know, that she could be linked to this clinic of such. How did Megan feel when she saw the surrogate's bump? Ooh, you've put some weight since I last saw you. Ooh, it's growing quickly. Ooh. She was over the moon. How did Megan feel about deceiving the public and the palace? Well, she was going to stay one step ahead. So so they had influence on YouTube, X, and Twitter. It was then, and Facebook. They already had the press sorted, so it was us that was sorted. So basically, they'd search and search and search, and then report people to the social media platforms, either to remove it or ban them, shadow ban them, whatever. How did Harry feel about lying to his family? He just couldn't believe what he'd got himself into, you know. It's one thing to say it in jest or just, you know, while you're in bed having a cuddle. talking about things and everything, but then putting them into practice is something completely different. And I think he found that very, very difficult. So he wanted to stay away from his brother, his father, his grandmother, because he couldn't face them for the guilt. So I think that's one of the reasons why they decided after Archie to do one. Did Harry at any point know that his family was well aware that Meghan used a surrogate? Yeah. Kind of feel after the fact. There's Harry thinking he's, pulled it all off, and all he has to do is just continue. I think at first he feels that he's getting away with it, that his family haven't got a clue. So, Harry, what went through your mind when you're using a surrogate and then you've got the royal titles? Yeah, he knew his grandmother was going to be having none of it, okay? None of it. Did Harry ever discuss the surrogacies with the late Queen? I think this is like a lot of words unsaid, knowing the truth. Harry used to live in fear that he'd been found out. How did Meghan feel about, the Queen's stance and surrogacy? Oh, Harry'll sort it out. Harry'll convince her. Harry'll do this. Harry'll do that. I won't go anywhere near him. I'll just stay out of the way while I'm supposedly pregnant as much as possible. Did Meghan actually believe that her using a surrogate would eventually destroy the royal family? Absolutely. And she still does. Is that Meghan's intention? To use the surrogacy as a weapon to whack the royal family over? Well, she's got no choice neither. She'll only do it when she feels she's got no choice. Well, that no choice is coming up, very soon for Meghan, because you just can't get away from the fact, the Mail calling it out now and everybody else starting to. We've been doing this for years and years, right from the off. No, I can't say me because I came in when Archie was already born. Was the plan to use a surrogate the idea of Charles Spencer? Absolutely. Did Charles Spencer want this surrogacy business to ruin the Queen and King Charles? Get out, get out, get out. Well, funnily enough, Mr. Spencer, this ain't going to work. He was too lazy to do something. kind of think he wants to get rid of Charles, to be fair. Okay, month 4 then. How was Meghan feeling about the surrogate? Well, because Meghan's Meghan, she was causing absolute havoc with this surrogate person. She won't coping at all, you know. She can't get you to do everything she wants, and then she's not coping with it. Okay, so she's also as well, like, this is supposed to be a breeze, you know. Being a surrogate, it's meant to be a pleasure, really, you know, helping somebody. And then Meghan's just making things 10 times worse. That's what I get, 10 times worse. I think there's problems here in month 4. Obviously, we're getting that dirt talk for a while. How does the surrogate feel about Meghan in the 4th month? Ooh, I get paid. I get paid. So she's obviously getting paid, I feel like, in 4 installments. Meghan wouldn't like that. She don't like giving money away. How did Harry feel about the surrogate and Meghan's relationship in month 4? Oh, the surrogate's upset, he's upset, Meghan's upset. They're all upset. This isn't the way it was supposed to be. This isn't the way it's supposed to go down. I think more and more he's seen how unhealthy everything is as well. In month 4, did the surrogate have a physical health scare regarding the baby? Yes. Yeah, this woman's become ill. Bed rest. She's on bed rest. Okay, in month 5, please, how did Meghan interact with the surrogate? I'll be having to go to somewhere else. I'll just ask. Did this surrogate miscarry? No, but I kind of feel there's something there about either the child being unhealthy. I think it's the child being unhealthy. An ambulance called. Is that right, universe? Well, I think this surrogate is extremely low and depressed as well. Don't know how to deal with things. Is this man a medical professional? Who is this? Is this Prince Charles? No. Spencer. I think he's helped. Spencer's helped. Did Spencer help? No. Is it a doctor? No. Is it Charlie Boy? No, it's the guy from the clinic. Is it the guy from the clinic? Yes. It's the guy from the clinic. What's wrong with the surrogate? This is where the clearing out. I'm getting the star here, so what's wrong with the surrogate? Highlighting things. Do you know what? I kind of feel like this woman's living in fear. Is this surrogate living in fear during the pregnancy? About risks. I think she's on bed rest. And of course it would be a drama, wouldn't it? Especially since you've just come out and announced in February. No, that was Lily, but actually. There's a lot of pressure there. A lot of pressure. On 5. We've done 4, haven't we? We're doing 5. Okay, let's get to 6 months. How does Meghan interact with the surrogate in 6 months? What's going on? Meghan's not happy at all. Saying things nasty behind this surrogate's back. Paranoid. Harry's paranoid. Six months and covert. How does the surrogate see Meghan in month 6? Yeah, lies, look, lies, more lies, more lies. Actually, how did the surrogate feel about Meghan wearing a fake mum bump? Yeah, I wasn't happy about that. Couldn't escape it though. Meghan said, well, I have to, I have to, I have to. Yeah, look at that. Devil reversed. Spite. Justice reversed. Withholding the truth. And then can't escape. Feels she can't escape. It's a nightmare for her. What did Meghan want from the surrogates? Okay, so like behaviour wise, did Meghan want her around her, by her side, you know, in person? Did Meghan want to take her out and show her off, but in person? Yes or no? No. Just constantly critiquing this surrogate. You're not doing it right. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. How does Harry feel about Meghan and her relationship with the surrogate in month 6? Getting ready to give birth. Happy. Happy that we've put these issues aside. How does Meghan see the surrogate in month 7? Between month 6 and month 7, why am I getting a birth? She gets paid, but why am I getting a birth? That's a birth, that's a pregnancy. Are we looking at 2 different pregnancies? No surprise, no surprise. Am I seeing 2 different people pregnant? No, I'm not. I'm seeing 6 and 7 in the 7th month. Well, that would make sense actually if she's had problems with this child. So was Archie born earlier than stated? Hiding it. Okay, so did this woman give birth around 7 months? Between 7 and 8? No. Tell me what the Ace of Pentacles refers to. Broken plans. Things not working out. Is this about money? No. Broken plans. She switched location. Has she switched location? Yes or no? Yes. Alright, so this is taking this surrogate away. You'll have to come closer to us, or you'll have to be with us. You've been, you know, you need help. I think this woman experienced bleeding. Yes, she did. So now after all this, she's like, you have to be with me, you have to be with me. We'll look after you. We'll give you the best attention. You have to be with me. Did this surrogate have to move to be closer to Meghan? Yes. Because she was still working for them, okay? So 8 months, you know, I can see this woman kind of living with her. Now, I know they had a Frogmore cottage. Did this woman ever go to Frogmore? Yes. Absolutely. Okay, month 8. How does Meghan see the surrogate in month 8? Meghan's lashing out and angry. You know, oh yeah, you've carried them 8 months. I've been real, tried to be nice to you, even though I've told you how to live your life 100 times a day, and what to do and what food my unborn child should have. This Meghan starts losing it around month 8. How does the surrogate feel about Meghan in month 8? Doesn't want to be staying with Meghan. I think she has been to stay with Meghan, and Meghan herself has gone too over the top, got angry, lashed out, had an argument with the surrogate. The surrogate thinks, oh, that's it, it's I'm off. You know, I'm not sticking around for this. Meghan, all Meghan does, all the way through really, is criticise this woman. And how does Harry feel about Meghan's relationship and attitude towards the surrogate? He can't do anything about it, you know. By that time, he's lost all of his manliness. Just stands by and watches it happen. How does the surrogate feel in the 8th month regarding Harry? Well, she can see there's no point in, you know, trying to get Harry to take her side or anything, because he just doesn't. Everything is about Meghan, Meghan, Meghan. I don't think though, you know, he would be thinking this is putting so much stress on this woman. That's from earlier. I haven't worked out where we're from here. Okay, so month 9 then. How does Meghan feel about the child? No, how does Meghan feel towards the surrogate in month 9? Well, she'll be happy because she's getting what she wants. Very impatient, needs to know, you know, when are we going to give birth? How likely is it? We haven't made the arrangements. Where's she going to give birth? In the hospital? Should be giving birth at home. So she's impatient because she can't finalise anything. It's not her pregnancy. She can't imagine how it would be to be pregnant at all. Not the morning sickness, the you know, the bulbs. I mean, they might grow fuller, but they bloody hurt. How does the surrogate feel about Meghan in month 9? I think this woman has made sacrifices, really, regarding finances. Well, she knows she's part of fraud as well. Obviously, she's learned from everybody else at this time that, you know, the line of succession. Does the surrogate feel guilty for the royals? Yeah. But she's looking directly at Harry. Harry just has one of them faces, you know, he sits back and he's in a right mode. You can see his face all over the place and his expression. How does Harry feel about the surrogate in month 9? Oh, he gets to take his baby home. So given all that then, we don't know he's born, you know, 10 days earlier than he should have been. Did the surrogate receive all of the money? The surrogate feels that Meghan was deliberately stirring things up to maybe avoid paying. Deliberately starting a row lock. you've done this, you haven't done that, you haven't fulfilled the contract, you haven't fulfilled these things and that thing and that thing. Yes or no, did Meghan refuse to pay the surrogate the last instalment? I think the last instalment is paid, but not the way she expected. She also would have thought, well, I can expose these. Don't matter about an NDA. I can expose these. So for that reason, I don't feel like she got what she was owed. I think this surrogate is more concerned with what comes after, you know, like a bad report. So was the surrogate afraid of a bad report? I kind of feel like this woman would be more in fear of it coming out. Is that right? Is the surrogate at this point more? Maybe she didn't think it was enough. You know, she's given her a baby, and maybe and then it's been hard all the way through working together, and then because she's seen her, she spent time with her. This Meghan knows exactly who this woman is. I just feel like losing more than you gain here. So it's like you give a baby away, and the money wasn't really enough to compensate it. Now that could be because of mixed feelings, you know. How did the surrogate feel about giving the child to Harry and Meghan? I don't feel like this woman is leaving such a wide gap, you know, between surrogacies. She wanted a photo. Did this surrogate have a photo of her, you know, Meghan and Harry's baby? Well, Meghan wouldn't allow that anyway. I think that's why Meghan wanted the birth at home, you know, so she could control it. How did Meghan feel about taking the baby home and afterwards? Very concerned that, you know, people would find out she hasn't given birth. But it wouldn't be from this surrogate at all. Also, she wasn't happy. She wasn't happy like she thought she would be. Because the child is not born from her. So her personality and disposition would not make this easy for her. You know, she can't just simply go home and enjoy everything. No, she's, you know, had to spin a web of lies about it. Being an idiot and putting in a moon bump, you know. Well, she had to because she was supposed to be convincing us and the royals that she was actually pregnant. I feel she didn't get the ending that she wanted. Well, was Meghan unhappy? I get reporters and journalists. And that she would have to continue this lie of being pregnant. That child was born around 2 weeks earlier. Why did Meghan lie about the day she gave... No. Why did Meghan lie about the dates that this child was allegedly born? Why? Why? Well, so that super sleuths can't go back and, you know, track them down, find out the evidence, the facts haven't been presented, someone wasn't informed. And that we would know something's been up for the last 9 months. Just didn't want that news getting out at all. How did Harry feel about the surrogate afterwards? Yeah, he wasn't happy neither. Easily bored. You've done what we paid you for. Now, you know, shoot off. Harry finds it hard to let go of anything, including his moans, his gripes, and people. You know, he finds it difficult to let go of people. So maybe he didn't feel good about not seeing this woman ever again. Now tell me, in the utmost honesty, after this surrogate's done a job, how does she feel about these two? That Megan's a nasty piece of work and Harry is just, you know, in the 9 months that she'll have been involved with them, she'll have seen how Harry has gone from first being strong and polite and, you know, cheeky chappy, happy-go-lucky, to now he's just a gibbering wreck, smoking dope, getting pissed up, and virtually doing nothing apart from bring misery to others. Sad sap, that's what I get, sad sap. Okay, so that's to 9 months. Let's have a look then. You know, how is the surrogate feeling now about Archie? Yeah, it's the worst thing she ever did. Worst thing she ever did. Biggest mistake of her life. That's what it is. Biggest mistake. Will the surrogate ever expose Meghan and Harry? Well, isn't that something, eh? 10 and 10 of swords reversed. I don't think she would, because she knows, she cares more about the children. I know we've only done Archie yet, but, you know, we'll do another one in the week with Lily. So I'm getting, she knows it would cause despair. That would affect the royal family. But most importantly, the children. Is this woman holding back because she don't want to harm the children? Yes. Well, just because she's not going to say out doesn't mean that somebody else won't. Okay, outcome for Meghan in this. Oh, she thinks she's getting away with it. Outcome for Harry in this. He knows he's safe for now. But for how long? He doesn't know. I think he's worried as well about people he's made suffer coming forward. outcome for the royal family regarding this. No, they're just hoping it's, you know, being hidden, and that it will be hidden forevermore, but they're also being unrealistic, and I think they help hiding this by many ways, you know, shutting people up behind the doors, or not mentioning anything, not giving a confirmation. They're going to only hide from it for so long. I see before Christmas this is out. And what's the outcome for the surrogate, please? You watch her face, watch her poor face when she reads something in the newspapers. How will the surrogate react when she hears about things in the newspapers? Someone else knows lies and deceit will be revealed, but she's going to get caught out as well. Well, she's not a problem in this. She's doing a service and thought she was helping. I don't think there was an actual conversation with Harry or Meghan about using a surrogate. I think, you know, people just kept their mouth shut. And that's why Harry was always in fear, because he didn't know for certain. And he's never known for certain whether they knew or not. Yeah, somebody else is going to break the story on this. And it couldn't happen to a nicer couple, really, you know. Well, there you are. 9 months of hell. They do say no good deed goes unpunished, but, you know, Meghan, at the time, the press was loving her as well, you know, the royal family. We didn't know that there was issues or problems. She's done her number on Harry. She's done a number on the Queen and King Charles as well. Done a right number here. How will Meghan feel, though, when she is truly exposed? Well, all these people she thought she could depend on. I've got a mate here, a friend. All these people. And they're unreliable. She's going to say to Harry, oh, this surrogate's told so. I don't believe that for 1 minute. This surrogate has not done anything wrong. She'll try and blame Harry. How will Harry feel when, you know, all this blows up in his face? I see him upset, but I also feel relieved. Yeah, I think he'll feel relieved. This is a pain and anguish that he needs to get rid of, you know, the guilt of it. Don't forget, it's when he's looking at his children, not the newspapers, not social media. It's when he's looking at his children. How does Harry feel when he looks at his children knowing that, you know, they've used a surrogate? That'll destroy their world. Everything will come crashing down. Well, you know, the excuse of Meghan not being able to carry to full term and losing is just not good enough in this situation because of all the lies. How will the press feel about Meghan faking a moon bump? Well, there's the big cloak there, bump underneath. I feel like they'll think 2 things, really. A, they don't really want to report on that. And B, you know, that she shouldn't have done it. She should have sat this one out and just been, you know, being voluntary about it. You know, using this to highlight a very, very troubled area. she could have talked about it for good. You know, if Meghan had talked about her fertility issues, how would have that gone down with the rest of the world? There's many people out there that can't have children. I think people would want to know which country it was. It's hot. All I know is it's hot. I thought this woman was from Scotland. Did the surrogate ever live in Scotland or the UK? No. Well, she might have done, but she'd have left. So she might be from there. I'm getting Scotland, but... So she might have that Scottish accent, but... Or even Irish. They both sound the same to me. Well... I say that. I've got a mate from Scotland, and I had friends as well from Ireland. I love that Irish accent. Been dropping out here, so maybe left her, you know, after doing school or something. Okay guys, I hope you found that interesting. It's a little bit more than we knew already, and you know, at the end of the day, I do feel like the woman received her money, because if you don't, you break the contracts, and the NDA does not stand. She knows. She's not bothered that she would get exposed, obviously, but the surrogate knows Meghan and Harry are going to be found out. People already know already. They're just waiting. Okay, guys, that's it for Archie and the 9 months of surrogacy and how Meghan was and Harry. And I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.